From Muslims joining Catholics,
mimi nasema isiwe ni wa Catholic, hata viongozi wa kidini wote,
to Anglican Church on fire.
Separate yourself from William Ruto. That's the voice of God.
Is the end times near?
Kwa hivyo wakati nitamuita maandamano, mutoke. Tukisema haki,
Embu governor disrespecting voters.
Wanatoka kura tola kali tia. Embu tutiana kinyakau.
Anguka na.
We are coming for you.
Hello, how are you? Welcome back to ShowNewTrend. I'm your host of today and my name is Elvis Diri. During the Gen Z protests, you all saw that the church was quiet, even though the young people who went to fight for the freedom of this country, they were being killed on the streets like animals. The church was silent, to the point where they went to meet the president in State House. But currently, I'm seeing like the church is starting to wake up and realizing their mistakes. The Catholic Archdiocese of Nairobi, they say that they will be no longer taking political donations from Nairobi Governor Sakaja and President William Ruto. And they released a statement, and this is what the statement said. The Catholic Church strongly discourages the use of church events such as fundraisers and gatherings as platforms for political self-promotion. Politicians are urged to refrain from turning the pulpit into a stage of politics. To be honest, they would have released this statement long time ago. Where were they when Rex Masai, the first comrade who was gunned down during the protests, where were they when the Gen Zs, Kenyan people are being abducted, killed and tortured? Where were they? Let us go all the way to the Anglican Church, where Jackson Olesapit decided to inject and sending a very strong message to Ruto and Raila. Listen to this.
This time I want to talk to the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. Separate yourself from William Ruto. That's the voice of God. Separate yourself from William Ruto. I know you are a man very difficult to accept prophecies and even difficult to accept advice. You are a man that is strong-headed, and what you determine to do, nobody dissuades you. At times even God cannot dissuade you. It is upon you to take this or leave it. But you have time between now and next year, June, to separate yourself from William Ruto. What will come after that, don't blame anyone, blame yourself. That is the voice of God.
Birds of the same feathers flock together. There's no difference between Raila and Ruto. They are all the same. Even their names starts with the letter R. How can you put your hopes on somebody who already sold the country by supporting Adani? He went on and supported Adani Group taking over the JKIA International Airport in Nairobi.
I have therefore followed with a lot of interest the current debate surrounding the efforts to improve JKIA and our energy sector through PPP arrangements.
And do you know why Raila Amolo Odinga didn't hesitate to support Adani? Just listen to this.
It is very well choreographed.
He just came in. The process started.
You know,
yeah.
Adani is one of the big Indian companies. And Raila Odinga has admitted that he knew these companies up to 2010 when he was Prime Minister. And it was one of the companies sponsoring his campaign so that he becomes president in 2012.
Kenyans, this is what we call mchezo wa town. Even I know Henry the whistleblower who went to protest against the Adani deal. When we lose our fear, they lose their power. Churches are injecting left, right and center every day. A Catholic bishop decided that enough is enough and he called for protests. Listen to this.
Kwa hivyo wakati nitamuita maandamano, mutoke. Tukisema haki, na mimi ndio nitakuwa naongoza. Na tunaweza ingia State House. Wewe usicheze na sisi. Zote tunateseka, watu wanakufa hivyo bure kwa sababu matibabu imekuwa Hii inaitwa Anganisha na Shia na wote. Si mnaikumbuka hiyo? Hata ieleweki ni gani. Na imekuwa shinda kubwa kwa watu. Na sasa wakaeleza. Na wakaambia kiongozi wetu kuna mambo mengi hawafurahii. Na uongo umekuwa mwingi katika nchi yetu. Watu wanaambiwa watafanyiwa hivi na wafanyiwi. Na hata sisi tunayaona na tunayapitia, na ni sisi tuko pale. Tukiwaambia wanakuja wanatuambia nyinyi hamuna ukweli wa mambo yale mnasema.
Even clerics from Pentecostal churches, they were not left behind. They came out in large numbers to support the Catholic bishops who are talking and calling out the government for not being there for Kenyans, for disappointing Kenyans. Take a look.
Serikali yetu aweze kujali hata wananchi wake, maana kwa sasa hivi tuko na challenges, hasa kwa ile card ya NHIF kurudishwa kuwa SHA. Imekuwa ni tatizo kubwa kwa wananchi wengi kwa sababu majina yao hayako mahali pale. Kwa hivyo ninaomba ya kwamba yaweze kutekelezwa kwa njia ambaye inastahili ili tuweze kufaidika katika hali ya kiafya.
The church stands for harmony of all the Kenyan people, and the church is the conscience of the nation. So whenever we speak on behalf of many Kenyan people, and we speak as the voice of the church. We would want to register our support of our brothers, the bishops of the Catholic Church. We are all one church, and we all believe in the same God. We serve the same Kenyan people. So the observations that they have made and aired before us are what we also would want to affirm, because that is what is in the ground. And we would want to ask our leaders, especially the elected leaders, to be connected to the ground, to the people who elected them.
So to you clerics from Pentecostal churches, listen, there's no time to connect with deceit, corruption, abductors, and many other evil things that they have subjected to the Kenyan people. The Kenyan people's blood has already been shed. This is what the Kenyan people really want. In Kakamega, a Catholic bishop by the name of Joseph Obanyi decided to inject, asking the president, where is IEBC and why is it not constituted? IEBC stands for Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission. This is an independent regulatory agency which was founded in 2011 through the making of the current Kenyan constitution. Just listen.
So the question of IEBC, where is it? Where is it? Why is it not constituted? This one we are asking. What? Or am I ni mimi nimesahau? Iko. Right now we have to call elections. Is there a body which will carry out that? So vitu kama hivyo tunaomba, na sisi tulifanya hilo kwa wema, so that we can really build a country. We are not doing that so that we destroy any system. No, we are raising issues that are coming from the ground, issues that are real, issues that we get from our people. And when we are raising them, it's not for any evil intention. It is that we can collaborate and see that this country gets what it needs. And we are praying, and that's why we are asking for IEBC and so on, so that people are given their freedom to exercise truly their democratic rights.
Even the churchgoers, the born-again ones, are also tired. They are tired with the current regime. While Ruto was in Embu addressing the nation, the congregants decided to walk away while he was talking. Take a look.
Leo tumekuja hapa kumshukuru Mungu na pia hapa wetu
And that's not all. Even when Ruto was leaving Embu, the residents, the voters, Kenyans decided to inject, and this is how they injected. After all that, the governor of Embu, Mbarire Sasile, came back to lecture the voters, lecture the residents of Embu, and lecture the Kenyan people for them just expressing themselves.
Rosio, niturenda doko itile gutumwa. Na ruto tingekora nituretia maundu mau na tutukinye bandu ba gutura ndoni ati tukaugiriria munene wa bũrũri shetani ashinde. Wana tugakora turakarite atia. Embu tutiana kinya bau bakugiriria muthamaki. Na turutetwe siasa cia mbara, cia kuganiriria, cia irumi, ni atongoria marenda tore njira.
This definitely sounds like an ass kisser to me. In the Kenyan Constitution and the Kenyan law, Kenyans have the right to speech and express their views and opinions. So class, is the pressure increasing or decreasing? Back in Kakamega, Elsie Muhanda, the women's representative, went on to confront the Governor Barasa on stage just to watch how things unfolded. Reverend Tegu Mutahi decided to inject, talking about the she and sha nonsense that the government has forced it on the people of Kenya. Also talking about the new university funding model. Just take a look at what he had to say.
A number of things that are not going right in this country, particularly the transition from NHIF to SHIF. This has gone terribly wrong. We have patients going to hospital, they cannot access medical care. Some are suffering at home. Some of them have died. So sad. But the government keep on saying that things are going right. It is unfortunate. Just as the bishop said, and we have also been saying it as the President Church of East Africa, that transition ought to have been managed better, because Kenyans are suffering in a very big way. And we are sad that the government is still saying it is going on well, yet there are very vivid pictures of people who are suffering all over the country, in all counties. They can't access medical care. The cards that are being transited to SHIF, it has not been fully done. It's an issue of great concern. The other issue of great concern is university education. One, there is the new university funding model that is, segmenting the students, saying some should pay this amount, some another ratio. It is going to create discrimination in education.
A North Rift chairman, Council of Imams and a preacher of Kenya, Sheikh Abubakar Bini, he came out and supported the Catholic priests, the bishops, the pastors, and all other religious leaders who are being vocal against the corrupt regime. And just listen to what Sheikh Abubakar Bini had to say.
Tumeona kwa muda huu siasa ambazo zinazoendelea ni viongozi wa kidini, hasa dhehebu kubwa la Catholic, maaskofu kujitokeza na kutoa ushauri kwa serikali. Hili tusilitukue ni kwa kuwa ni ukosoaji, bali ni ushauri. Na ushauri una baraka. Ni vizuri serikali wasikie ushauri kutoka viongozi wa kidini. Mimi nasema isiwe ni wa Catholic tu. Hata viongozi wa kidini wote wanapoona mambo hayendi mazuri, ni wajibu tujitokeze tuseme ingelikuwa uzuri zaidi ifanywe hivi. Na inapokuwa mazuri tupongeze serikali, tumpongeze kiongozi ya kwa kuwa unalolifanya ni zuri na uendelee hapo, shikilia hapo. Kwa sababu isitafsiriwe mtu viongozi wa kidini kutoa maoni yao waone kama ni wameegemea mrengo. Hapana. Wao ndio wanaostahiki kutoa mwongozo wa maisha ya kidunia na ya milele.
Anapiga watoto wetu risasi kama wanyama. Hiyo ni masaka ya Kenya. Hiyo ameanza masaka Kenya. Tafadhali mtuue sisi wazee. Umetuachia nani? Sasa huyo kijana amekufa hapo. Mama yake amewaswa na nani? Kama baba yake. Akituua ataongoza nani? Shetani. It cannot be a matter of killing.
Ni mtoto wako analetwa kama maiti jioni. Huyu ni ndugu yako analetwa jioni, utafanya nini?
Niko na ugonjwa, watu wa gunshots karibu 10 na askari wenzenu.
Enda ndio tutaua wengine wengi, enda chukua wengine. Sawa.
Kutoka. Basi utaua wengine wengi.
Okoa ila wengine.
Hola, happy support. Hola, happy support. Hola, happy support. Polisi ananichapa hivi nimefanya nini?
Man, come there no more, man. Come with it. What am I gonna tell your sister, man?
Hao wengine wasonge kando, ni mimi na wewe mpaka mwisho. Ambia hao wengine wasonge kando, ni mimi na wewe mpaka mwisho. Ambia wengine wasonge kando, ni mimi na wewe mpaka mwisho. Ambia hao wengine wasonge kando, ni mimi na wewe tu.
Thank you so much for joining us on today's show. I'm your host, Elvis Derry. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.
17 Eagle Control.